You found it! Welcome to the Angry Birds Air Swimmer instructional video. Get ready for a whole world of remote control Angry Birds fun. Assemble your Air Swimmer's turbo with adult supervision. This product is to be used indoors only. Today I will be assembling the Angry Birds Air Swimmer Redbird, but this applies to all the bird versions. And it looks like we should get started. Assembling your Air Swimmer's turbo will be quick and easy. In addition to everything in the box, you will need 4 AA batteries, a Phillips head screwdriver, and access to helium, either with one of these small party tanks that you can fill up at home, or by taking the balloon to a grocery store, party store, or florist shop. The first step for assembling your Angry Birds is to get the balloon filled with helium. You can do this by taking the balloon to the grocery store or florist shop and they'll fill it up for a few dollars. If you're at home and have access to a party tank, it's even easier. Take the valve at the back of the balloon and insert the nozzle of the party tank into it. Then deflect the valve to the side to fill up the balloon. You should fill the balloon so that it's taut, but it still has some wrinkles around the edges. If the top feather does not inflate, gently pull on the seam to fill up the top feather. If your Angry Bird tries to get away from you, you can always ask an Angry Birds fan for help. If you're assembling your Angry Birds by yourself, you can use the included ribbon to tie the Angry Birds to the box. Stretch out the pod and tail motor assembly, making sure there are no tangles. Take the tail fin and tail motor. Insert the ends of the rod on the tail fin into the tail motor. They should click into place. Alright, we're almost ready. Attach the front yellow clip to the front clear tab, like this. Take the rear hook and attach it to the rear clear plastic tab. Pull some tension on the string and insert it into the furthest hole that you can go. The tension should be about like this. This is too loose, and if it's too tight, the pod won't move at all, like this. It is important now to check to make sure the string and the wire aren't tangled. To do this, move the pod back about halfway, and starting from the rear, pull small loops of the wire downwards like this. You can see here it's tangled. To fix this tangle, I rotate the pod around the string. In this case, I had to rotate it twice until the loops of wire hang below the string. Take the tail motor and look for where it says place tail motor here. Place the tail motor there. Take the rubber band from one side of the balloon and hook it to the hook on the tail motor assembly. Take the rubber band from the other side of the balloon and hook it to the other side. Take the piece of foam and slide it behind the tail motor. This will make your bird quieter. Some of the Angry Birds Air Swimmers have wings to help them fly. The double stick tape needed to attach the fin to the balloon may be pre-applied to the fin, or it'll be on this little card. Take the double stick tape off the card and stick it to the fin. Take the fin and stick it to the balloon where the rectangle outline is. Take your other fin and stick it to the other side, like this. If you live near sea level, you may find that you need a little bit more weight to make your Air Swimmer work properly. We have included this tail weight that you can attach to the tail assembly to correctly balance your Air Swimmer at low altitudes. You can install this now, or if you find it necessary later on, you can install it at any time. It snaps in to the frame like this. There you go. Your next step is to install the batteries into the controller. You will need a small screwdriver and 4 AA batteries. Using the screwdriver, open the rear battery door hatch. Install 4 AA batteries into the controller like this. Then close the battery door and tighten the screw. It's important to balance your bird before each flight. Take some of the included putty and put it in the tray in the forward area of the pod, like this. Whoa! If your bird goes up, add some more putty. The goal is to have your bird float without going up or down. If you run out of putty and your bird still wants to go up, you can place pennies in the pod tray to further weight down your bird. You can store the extra putty in the front compartment on the controller. You may need to charge the battery before you first fly. Your bird is almost ready to fly. You want to go get some pigs? First thing you do is you turn the pod on like this. Then you turn the controller on. Press any button on the controller and wait till the pod light starts flashing. Now you're ready to fly. To make your Angry Birds fly forward, press back and forth, right and left on this button. To make your Angry Birds turn while swimming forward, hold down one of the sides longer than the other as you're going back and forth. If I wanted the bird to turn to the right, I would press the right button for longer than I press the left button, like this. While flying forward, press the climb button to point the bird up and go up. Or press the dive button to point the bird down and go down. When flying, point the controller at the pod and make sure to not accidentally cover the lights on the front of the controller with your finger like this. Press the auto swim button to flap the tail back and forth automatically. To turn while you're using auto swim, press either the right or left steering buttons. To turn off auto swim, hit the auto swim button again. Your Angry Birds air swimmer uses a rechargeable battery. When the battery gets low, it'll start responding slowly to your commands. When it's time to recharge, the pod will move back and forth rapidly. When you see that, it is time to recharge. To recharge the Angry Birds air swimmer, first make sure the controller and the pod are off. Then open up the putty compartment door to reveal the charging jack. Plug the charging jack into the side of the controller. The charge light will turn on the controller. You can leave the Angry Bird on the charger as long as you want. In fact, when you're not playing with the Angry Bird, it makes a great docking station. After a while, your Angry Birds will lose a little bit of helium. This is normal. When this happens, you can tighten the rubber bands holding the tail motor on, like this. Make sure that both sides are even. Also, you may find that you need to increase the tension on the string by moving the rear hook back another notch. You can also top off the balloon with the same helium tank as before. If you need to, you can blow some air into the valve by inserting a drinking straw about an inch and blowing in. If you do this too many times, there won't be enough helium left in the balloon to make your air swimmers fly. If this does happen, deflate the balloon by inserting a drinking straw into the valve about 6 inches. Then squeeze the balloon to get all the air out. Then refill with helium.
Parents, if you have any questions, ask your kids. But you can also visit the FAQ section on airswimmers.com.